Diabetes is a metabolic disorder centered on the sugar levels in our blood. The foods we eat, especially the carbohydrates, get broken down and enters the bloodstream as glucose, sugar as the layperson would call it. It is the level of this sugar in our blood which dictates whether we are diabetic or not. The sugar that enters our bloodstream is then passed on, with the help of an hormone called insulin, to the various cells in our body as energy. The sugar level gets topped up on a continuous basis as we eat. If this sugar level is not kept at its proper level, is when the body is in trouble, big trouble, it becomes diabetic. The hormone insulin is the regulator of the blood level. The sugar level in the body is not regulated and kept at its proper level only if there's no insulin to do it, or the body cannot or will not use the insulin that is there. It is the reason why the sugar does not get passed on that puts a label on the type of diabetes, and they are Type 1 diabetes, Type 2 diabetes, Gestational diabetes, and since of late Type 3 diabetes or double diabetes. Type 1 diabetes cannot be prevented, has affected 10% of the diabetic population of the US. It usually develops in children, hence it was once referred to as juvenile diabetes. It can also develop in adolescents and young adults. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease because the immune system, which is the body's defense system, attacks the cells of the body that are responsible for producing insulin, resulting in the body producing very little insulin or no insulin at all. While the environmental factors that start the process of the destruction of insulin-producing cells of the body are still being investigated, researchers have concluded that having a family member suffering from type 1 diabetes and exposure to viral infections are risk factors for developing type 1 diabetes. Those who suffer from type 1 diabetes need to control their blood sugar levels by taking daily injections of insulin. Failure to do so, because of the non-availability of insulin, will result in their death. Type 2 diabetes can be prevented. Before we develop type 2 diabetes, we become pre-diabetic, which are the warning signs, and if heeded, we can prevent the onset of type 2 diabetes. Accounting for 90% of the US diabetic population, it affects mostly mature adults over the age of 40, but can develop at any age, and is brought on by obesity, very little physical activity, and a not-so-healthy diet. Type 2 diabetes develops because the body becomes resistant to insulin and does not fully respond to the insulin it produces, causing the level of blood glucose to keep rising. Since the insulin produced is not put to the intended use, the pancreas gets exhausted and produces lesser insulin, resulting in even higher levels of blood sugar and eventually hyperglycemia. The major risk factors associated with type 2 diabetes are obesity, unhealthy diet, a lifestyle involving physical inactivity, growing older, high blood pressure, and ethnicity. Type 2 diabetes can be reversed through an healthy diet, increased physical activity, losing all excess body weight, and maintaining a healthy body weight. However, if the need arises, blood glucose levels could be controlled through oral medication and insulin. Gestational diabetes, GDM, is high blood glucose levels, hyperglycemia, during pregnancy. Most cases of hyperglycemia during pregnancy occur in low and middle-income countries, where access to maternal care is often non-existent or limited. The risk of high blood glucose, hyperglycemia, during pregnancy increases rapidly with age, and is highest in women over the age of 45. Women with GDM are likely to experience pregnancy-related complications, such as high blood pressure, large birth weight babies, and obstructed labor. Approximately 60% of women who suffer GDM during pregnancy will develop type 2 diabetes within 5 to 10 years after delivery. Type 3 or double diabetes is a new diabetes health risk, and it takes the suffering caused by the disease a step further and complicates efforts to treat it. Double diabetes can be problematic in that it is taking a condition, type 1 diabetes, with a relatively high risk of complications, such as heart disease, stroke and kidney disease, and then increasing the risks by adding the associated problems of weight gain and obesity. Simply put, it is a type 1 diabetic developing a resistance to insulin. My God! The very thought of it is frightening. If salt was to lose its savor, with what shall we savor it?